So let's dive into it. So as you guys know, I recently talked about this over one of my last videos last week, and I wanted to go through and give you guys an update again because I really am confident about this. My deposits actually cleared and I did manage to buy some. You know, I had a lot of cash waiting on the sidelines, and I've just been doing my part to invest in exciting projects that I personally see a lot of value in. Now for me, especially with what we're seeing right now in the market, we're seeing a lot of dipping. We're seeing a lot of sell-offs, a lot of volatility coming, and that's really just been the catalyst of cryptocurrency. That's the selling point in general, is volatility. Now with volatility, it's really important that we have some sort of stability factor. And, you know, up to this point, we've really just used stable coins as that stability factor. But the issue with stable coins, and the reason why I don't like them, is because they're a little bit more scammy. On top of that, you know, you have Tether that just prints more and more and more. And although the dollar is doing the exact same thing, I just have a lot more skepticism, especially when it actually comes to regulation. I don't know how that's all going to be impacted. And so for me, I'm always looking for ways that I can hedge my investments. Where can I put cash? Where can I, you know, put some of my profits that I make off of these cryptocurrencies in a way that's not going to get me completely wrecked? And for me, I think I found one. And this is why I've done my part and bought a little bit. I'm going to continue to do so. I've hedged my profits already. I've got cash in the bank waiting to buy more. And this is GSX. Now, gold secured currency. It's pretty much taking all of the best features of cryptocurrency with the stablecoin feature, but it's not so much a stablecoin. It's merely just a coin that's backed by real world value. This is a cryptocurrency that's backed by a gold mine and all of the gold that they actually produce by mining inside of that resource. I actually love the idea of this because it's backed by billions of dollars of real world wealth. Now, not only that, but you also earn dividends based off of this coin. So one of the most bullish cases for me is the fact that 50% of all of the gold that they mine, which is actually going to be rewarded back to the token holders. I absolutely love this idea because this is how you're going to earn dividends. So not only is the coin backed by their mine, not only is it backed by all the gold that they produce, but it's also backed by the equipment and all of the other things that are actually inside of that claim. On top of that, you're also going to be getting 50% of all of the gold mine that's going to be sent back to the token holders in the form of GSX, and a way for you guys to earn dividends off of that. I really love the idea of this, guys. Anytime I can earn dividends, anytime I can get a sense of stability. And the thing about this that is just separating it from all of the rest of the pack is the fact that it's backed by real world wealth, billions of dollars of real wealth. And so what that means is it's locked away in a trust, meaning as you being a GSX holder, if you buy this, then you're actually going to have the stability, you're going to have all of these great things, but it's backed in a trust to that mine itself. If there was ever anything to go wrong with Apollo and fintech, say it went bankrupt, say it failed miserably, whatever, you're going to at least have that backing that you own stability, that you own stake inside of the mine itself. You own stake in all of that gold, and so you're not going to ever lose money off of this. You're going to buy it. It's going to be backed by the gold itself. It's going to be backed by the mine. You're also going to be earning dividends off of all the gold that they produce and all of the profit that they make. And then on top of that, if there was ever some unforeseen event where it goes wrong, it fails miserably, you're going to have the real asset value back to the mine itself. And so you guys will actually be able to get stake in all of that stuff. And so no matter what, if there's a big liquidation, you guys are going to earn back your value based off of what they make selling their claim, selling all of the gold, which is why I'm super hyped about this. You know, I really like the idea of me being able to hedge investments, be able to hedge profits, be able to hedge cash that I have sitting on the sidelines into something that's more stable. Now, not only is it stable, it's backed by real world value. Now, I'm going to go through an article real quick that's going to explain to you guys a little bit more in depth because this is going to cover the main talking point that I wanted to get to. Now, this is from CoinDo. This is actually a place that I get a lot of research from, and so I was really excited to actually see them make this article about GSX. It made me really confident about what I was doing here, because I'd been researching about this, I'd been learning about it, and then when I saw these guys make their article, I just knew that this was a go-to for me. And so let's go through here. Now, I already explained kind of what GSX does. You know, it's obviously backed by the real world gold mine and all of the gold that they produce. So there's also going to be more than just gold. They're going to be creating and mining a ton of different assets, which is just going to be super beneficial for all of us token holders, obviously. Now, trust ownership. GSX holders are the trust beneficiary of land rights. What this means is that even if something was to happen to Apollo Fintech, the assets would be sold and the proceeds would go directly to the holders of GSX. This is what I really like about it, guys. You are entitled to the land of the mine. This is the thing that I like the most about it, is the fact that if anything were to go wrong, you guys are guaranteed to get some asset value back. And that's just what I love most about this. Obviously speaking, most cryptocurrencies out there, 99% plus, aren't backed by literally anything. And so the fact that I have a cryptocurrency that is backed by real world value, I like that idea. That's for something that a little bit of the older generation can get behind people that are a little bit more skeptical with cryptos. You know, it's just all around a really solid idea. Now, the thing that I like most, this is the whole talking point of this article here, is the growth factor, because we all want to know how to make money. If this isn't beneficial for our portfolios, why would we even buy it? And this is what is most important here. Continual increase in value, land, and gold backing GSX. The current pre-sale price is at 0.046 USD. The first year minimum asset goal is 7 billion in assets, making the individual asset value at 23 cents USD per GSX. That is a huge increase. That's like 50x increase from where we're currently sitting in the pre-sale days. And so this is assets that they're going to be mining every single day, that they're going to be producing. You also have the land claim and all of this stuff. And so this is what's going to go back to what's creating the growth factor inside of the token value. They're adding to that supply. They're adding to the trust. They're adding more to create a much bigger backing of the coin. So obviously speaking, guys, the coin value is going to go up for that. In the second year, the goal is $20 billion in assets, making the asset value 66 cents. So that's another 50x plus. You know, it's a huge increase in value. So already we're over at 100x gains, and that's just year two. No, the thing about this, guys, is next year I'm actually expecting that the real hype is going to come into cryptocurrency, and for that, you know, if there's billions of dollars backing a cryptocurrency, when there's not even when there's not even anything backing cryptocurrencies that already have multi-billion dollars in market cap, and you're giving me a cryptocurrency that is backed by billions of dollars already, you're telling me that this thing isn't going to go crazy. I personally think that the price can far surpass even what they're predicting right now. I think that this is just a fair base estimate that they're just trying to give people. With the amount of value backing this in the billions, I only see this as being good for price appreciation. And so, you know, year three, their goal is $30 billion in assets, and their goal is that the asset value would be $1 per GSX. Guys, that is a huge, huge, huge increase in price. Huge increase in price. In fact, that's almost 3,000% increase. So that is just phenomenal. In my opinion, if they even aim to accomplish half of this, I don't care, because it's really just the stability aspect. I'm hedging my investments. In my opinion, it's a little bit risky to go completely all in on cryptocurrency, because you never know what's going to happen. The majority of these aren't backed by anything. The majority of them don't really even have a bunch of partnerships. Obviously, you can invest in the ones that do, but this thing being a cryptocurrency that's a part of Apollo FinTech, which is a big platform, I just love the idea of this, guys. I have a lot of profit, and I make a lot of profit investing into these markets. And so if I can have that profit being hedged into something that's backed by real value, I like the idea of that. And so I think you guys should check that out. The way you guys can go check that out today. Now, you guys should be directed over here to the Apollo FinTech website, and I'm actually going to link it right here where you guys can actually go ahead and buy this. Now, we're going to have to scroll down here, and you guys are going to see that the pre-sale is still going. This 32% bonus is going to continue to decline, so I recommend you guys get in this really quickly so you guys can earn the majority of this. Right now, it's set at 0.046 cents. Like I'm stating, guys, I really believe this thing is going to blow up. So basically, you guys can pay with Visa, MasterCard, or use a bank transfer. You guys can also use PayPal, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Cash, and I think euros. I don't really know what the heck that is, but it's also going to be set to be trading on Binance. And so, guys, it already has all of these big listings. It's already a part of Apollo FinTech. You guys can buy it on a number of different ways. It's got a ton of on-ramps. I really think you guys should check this out. I've already bought some. I personally think that this is going to be a good investment for me to hedge some of my cash, hedge some of my crypto profits in a way that's backed by real-world value of billions and billions of dollars. Anyways, guys, this is the video I had for you. Quick